There you go, jumping past the first angle. One shot from Zipex. Has Device got his position yet? He has. 3 versus 2. Zipex trying to buy time, trying to at least eliminate him as quick as possible. And Bomb Carry has to go and do that. All of a sudden, it's a 1 versus 2. Magisk knows where both players are now. One player towards that bench position. And the bomb continues to make its way towards a planting position. Morel's in the red, allowing the bomb to go down at the very least. And no one knows how to like smoke connect up on top mid or something. So I feel like my smoke grenade has a lot more implied value than anybody else's, but you can't even get people to smoke the window consistently, so I've just given up.
It's hard. I know exactly that feeling too.
Yeah.
Like you have to save your smoke for that special awesome smoke because no one else knows how to do it.
VP now with 2 rifles left. Now Mihi will hear these sound cues from Device running towards the A site, so they know where one of the players is, but how much information do they have for the remainder? Magisk with an easy frag, and Pasha won't be too far behind him for Astralis' first round on the board. Pasha with the AWP, maybe it's spawn-based, walking out. He's completely blind thanks to a support grenade, and Device is cleaning up a quick peek while the AWP is on cooldown, and 139, it's a 5 versus 2. This has happened very, very quickly indeed. So we can tell his teammates where they are headed and eliminate one of them. That leaves Snatchy alone now without the bomb, with 40 seconds on the clock.
Michu even had the 1-up, and he still got outshot.
Ooh!
On Snatchy there. Nix will be peeking on this tunnel to give VP a chance to get this kill. And Morales takes out Dupree, but Zipnix will take him out in the process, making 1-for-1. Look at Snatchy being the aggressive, just entry offer. But Device, too smart.
Surely he heard Device. That's really strange that he didn't realize that he was on balcony from the activity that we saw in the X-ray. Just in time. I didn't think his M4 would be ready. He has no idea where he's being shot from. How has Pasha made his way onto the B bomb site? Well, it won't matter anymore. This is turning into absolute madness, and we've got a CT and T spawn as well. He will have heard Neo, since Neo's heard him. Got to jump on him. So 1 versus 2. This is still doable for Neo. We have Glaive now moving into that short B position. Holding an off angle for now, creeping back slowly. So going to rotate to A from... Yeah, I'm going to go to safe away. Still got Device on the B bomb site, creeping up short in fact. No fear from these players. I think Device is holding a really unusual off angle. You would not expect to have somebody standing here. So if Neo swings wide, he's not going to be holding this angle at all, as you can see, but he still gets the kill. Off he goes. 1 versus 1 now. Neo needs 1 more frag. You can see Glaive not past the window just yet.
Interesting playing plant there. Is he maybe afraid of halls or something? I don't know.
Oh, he spotted him just in time. Pendant, perhaps?
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be spawn dependent, but also position dependent, so things don't get too messy. Always good to have flexibility. They've taken Astralis by surprise now. Snatch you with AWP, that's not what you want.
Ooh. Nice shot by Snatchy.
They just had P250s and bits and bobs in this round. And it's turned into this, 2 versus 5 for Astralis.
And it's good because they slowed it down, you know? They didn't just rush it, give it away.
Now, none of these players have Kevlar in this round. That may be the saving grace. You can see Glaive trying to bait the shots up, but there's only so much he can do. And a weird round, but it's a very important one for Virtus.pro. And look what it's done to Astralis. We may even have Virtus.pro leading at this half because of this round.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now Astralis going to have to save. That round was so expensive. I think they were pretty much at $0.
Smoke similar to that, which allows him to look into the underpass, and also over towards top mid. In the meantime, VP looking to clear out the A site, as Pasha had good angle, but Glaive will shut him down. Snatchy, multiple targets, managing to get back behind the wall. Rotation towards CT. The bomb's coming up towards T ramp. There's Morels now from the connector position. Fast moving, falling off, I think, is Pasha. Zipex in that CT position. Pasha's throwing Snatchy with the AWP, taking a shot. He's blind. Zipex running up, but it's so close. Pistol that I can think of pretty much ever.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen 4 P2000s.
Well, here we go. So far, so good for the P2000s. 3 Ts left. Dupree moving into the B bomb site. Now they've got a 2 versus 1 with Pasha dancing around the pillar. And there's only so much time he can buy. There is a flank coming in eventually from Snatchy. That's a big frag from Pasha. and Snatchy will take out the bomb carrier Zipex, leaving Glaive in mid position for his drop. Oh, has it worked? I think they've got no idea. There we go. Snatchy's realized, but he's only had to 1 bullet now. Fast reload, 14 seconds. Still got to find one of these 2 players. Really made a good effort there, but
He might get flanked by Magix.
oh dear.
Oh, that timing is that hurts.
Yeah.
That's like the worst timing.
It's always a smart play. Oh, will he peek me? You know. It's always a smart play to, if you know no one's around A, to move a CT into Palace. Makes it so hard to plant the bomb unless something like that happens.
Yeah, Neo was such in a good spot.
That's a massive insta-headshot from Glaive. And now what does Mihu choose to do? Puts a smoke. There's the molly. Now he knows surely someone's going to push through this smoke grenade. There's a flashbang for Glaive, and there is the frag. And there we go. The bomb's planted for Device now in that mid position. Does he go through the crawl space? Device can't scope in anymore. Neo's got a grenade in his hand, and there's a Tech 9 jumping past. What was that?
It's really good teams.
This has to be one of the worst rounds in which to be reset, because look what they have. They can't really buy around these weapons. They've got to save for the next round. And here comes the charge from Astralis. Minimal grenades just streaming out. The surge, as the American Army would call it. Neo doing what he can, which won't be much on this occasion. One of the rifles has been lost. Morel's doing what he can. Nice angle from him. He knows his angles. And that will buy some time. If these smokes can disappear, well, there's so much time for Astralis that maybe it's not really the advantage it might otherwise be. Dupree behind the toll booth position. This has not been detected by Virtus.pro, but Mihu's gone ahead. He's charging forward, but not for long. Morel's now 1 versus 2. Surprised he got it this far in the first place. He has a smoke grenade, which he can try to use to isolate these players. You've got Magisk in that triple position. He can hear Morels is close. Morels has no idea where he is, and that's match point for Astralis.
It's a very interesting setup by them, and Astralis going to keep putting pressure on B. They love the B push.
Sliggy even got time for ball cam going into the underpass. And Astralis are going into the B bomb site. Is this the end, my friend? I think that's a question that is ringing out for Virtus.pro. Snatchy, Morels and Neo, no more saving to be done, no matter how bad the position is. Neo running past the T-spawn position. Don't know if he heard Device top mid, but Device didn't seem to hear him. But this is still wasting time for Neo as he moves into this position. Not quite getting the kill. There it is. We've got 2 kills now, but he's got to speed up. There's no kit on the surviving players for Virtus.pro. Some pre-fire from Zipex, making it 2 versus 2. Go in, Snatchy on the way. More pre-fire from Zipex. And now with an AWP of his own, it's Neo versus 2. Zipex spotted, where is the second player up in apartments. He's got all the information now, but he just doesn't have time. There is no kit, and maybe the round's been lost already, especially with that Molotov on the bomb itself. The 5-7 coming in, but it's too late. It's all about stats now.
Oh.
Nice flick from Neo, but the round is with Astralis, as is the game, 16-14.
So close.
They refuse to lose, Astralis. The grenades, and this is very interesting indeed. Just slowly moving down mid in the pistol round, closing the distance against these Glocks, and Snatchy will take that in kind. Of course, they have the range advantage with the USPs, but lots of close quarters engagements for Virtus.pro. They've got 3 unanswered frags so far, but Device and Glaive left wandering towards the A site. This is a very rare strategy to be had in the pistol, and I know that some teams will test some things out in the online matches.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a disrespect towards VP. You know, pushing middle like that it's not uncommon, but Astralis was such a high and winning all these tournaments and whatnot. You know, they feel like they could probably do anything they want.
And he is towards Arch, which is very useful, but oh my god, that is just ridiculous. Zipex, what are you doing? That's a 4 versus 2 situation now, and they still haven't crossed into the site, just now doing so. Some pre-fire through the smoke, and Zipex will get taken down. Still no rifles have been collected by the CT side. They've got a smoke. Now, at this point, they could use that smoke to isolate the banana position if they thought someone was there. But in fact, they're coming up from banana and 2 from CT. Now, VP still have the range advantage. They're still at a great advantage here, but having the bell rung is not going to help. Where is the last player? I haven't seen him just yet. A wild spray from Neo won't quite work out. They're lining up for Morels. But there is the trade, and Astralis will steal the rifles and the round away due to some ridiculous plays from Zipex. Where there are 2 players. Dupree seems to be making his way over for the time being. A few shots, and Glaive with no warning charging through the smoke. There's another frag from Zipex falling off. They're bunching up again, and he's got another kill through the smoke. This is ridiculous. Forcing his way through. Patch will see him first. 20 seconds now, 1 versus 2. Device heavily tagged, both CTs in that CT area. Smoke's still down. The trajectory will give some clues away to Pasha. Can't turn around in time, and it's another round in the bag for Astralis. And Astralis still have 4 of their smoke grenades at the moment. Stereo frags in apartments. Going for a cheeky peek. You know someone's passed the angle already, but Morels has been taken out. Now Pasha's focus is on Device. It's a pre-fire. He knows somebody's on the other side of the site. Will there be a spray through the smoke from the CTs? Glaive creating space for himself. Pasha's not quite sure where he is. Zipex takes him down. And another frag for Zipex. 15 for 3 is Zipex. He licks the hand of an opponent.
Lick the hand of my
Oh my god. That is disgusting.
That's sexual assault nowadays.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that.
Oh my god. Oh, that's very interesting.
It's mind games. You can do anything to win, for the most part.
I respect it. I respect it.
Device bring out the auto sniper. Full disrespect. He doesn't care.
Let's see. Astralis only with 2 games to play today, but if this is to continue, then going into the next game, surely things...
Get score-wise.
Trying to enable the youngins. But yeah, Astralis are so far ahead of pretty much every team in the game that if you have problems in your team, then it will look a lot worse versus Astralis than probably anybody else.
Everything they do is like, if Astralis is peeking an angle, expect your teammate to peek at the opposite angle, and it's just so hard. Like if you're so spread out, like VP has, they've been getting picked off over and over and over again. Just keep getting picked off.
I don't know if to say like unusual, bizarre.
Every once in a while you throw it in there, but it's a lot harder to do against, you know, top teams of the world than it is your average bug.
So it looks like Virtus.pro are going to win both the pistol rounds. There's Morel's gone. Now does he go out the door too soon? Double peek immediately. You see the Molotovs, although there is a distinct gap in the ones from Virtus.pro. Physical gap and a gap in the deployment of one to another. The main difference is the barrel of the gun spotted and Morels will get a cheap kill. Snatchy going for a peek, and Neo will trade, trying to smoke off the half-wall position. Really important he keeps control of that. Trying to, but unable to. Pasha all the way down mid. Slip past Dupree, who's in boiler. The bomb is on Blanc for the time being, so maybe a 2K is possible. Morel's running distraction in the meantime. Pasha moonwalking up banana, bomb getting planted. Glaive will soon be on a reload. Oh, that was laboured.
That got me clenching.
And now they're looking for Dupree. They know he's going to be lurking. Both the plays in CT, expecting the rotation from Dupree, and that leaves Magisk alone. 1 versus 3, trying to play with the fountain. Taps it here, but Mihu will deliver the kill. Round number 6 for Virtus.pro.
It's a good bait smoke. So you still have 2 smokes left over on Astralis, so they throw smoke trying to bait Molotovs. No response, and Glaive's going to take off Neo because Neo's like, hey, it's probably fake. He's wrong.
Yeah, Glaive going up the barrels, avoiding Snatchy's point of view.
I think for this, almost like it seems like this whole year they've been kind of having roster issues. And now they have a team. Hopefully they're able to keep this core lineup, work with them, and get better. Because I don't want to count out VP yet, but I think they still have a good chance.
Mihu's got his smoke in the pit, that's a problem. Standing on the bicycle to take out the effects using other angles. However, will they check or expect Morels? Say they, it's just Magisk out of 180 frag from him. He's still got time to plant this bomb. 1 versus 3. He can make this very expensive for Virtus.pro at the very least. Neo creeping around, that's a 1 versus 1. Has he got time to reload? 2 bullets remaining. There's 1, there's 2! And now it's just Snatchy. Where is he coming from? He's running up mid at the moment. Surely he's been heard. He doesn't have a kit. He's scoped in. Magisk, really, how are you going to do this? Snatchy suggesting he's going up into the apartments. And Magisk is looking there, as you can see. But he's well covered from the short position. Snatchy creeping in now. He's got to hope there's a defuse kit somewhere. The spray won't be good enough. But where is the kit? Has he got time to do this? I think he just might. Again, a pop flash for himself as he sees players charging up. The 5-7 is up, but everybody's blind, shooting into the dark. And Pasha will be taken out. How much information does he have for his team? Well, only Mihu is here. There's 3 players almost in that short position. Those are 2 fast frags, almost a 3rd one as well. And he's kept it competitive for his team. They are smoked off, though, in CT on the wrong side of the arch. Dupree's got angles for the arch itself, and Glaive will bounce another smoke. They may not expect Dupree now, who is ahead of that smoke. And Glaive continues to sell that story. Focusing on apartments just in case. And there is Dupree in a forward position, even if Snatchy gets his kill, although he won't. Dupree falling back into the nothingness, not giving the gun away either. There's one for Snatchy. And there is the game for Astralis. 16-8 over Virtus.pro on Inferno. A dominating game in the